And off camera, you asked me, do I like Liverpool? I love Liverpool. And the whole Scouse not English thing, I adore that sense of cultural identity, because I'm from a place called Surrey and we don't have any of that.
You don't have any identity?
No cultural identity as far as I can see. And I come to Liverpool and everybody, I personally find the Scousers to be the emotionally open Vikings of the UK. Just out with it. You know where you are, you know? Everybody's saying what they think and what they feel, and everybody's bigger and louder. I adore it.
The openly emotional Vikings.
Emotionally open Vikings. But I like your take on it.
I've never heard someone describe a Scouser as that.
Yeah, yeah.
Who is Troy Hawke's favourite person or type of people in the world?
Who am I?
Because I see when you interact with strangers, it might be elderly, it might be youngsters. You know, I've seen you go round on the back of that bike. Troy, are you not scared on the back of a bike?
Terrified. Have you ever been a pillion passenger?
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It's not nice.
It's not nice. No. It's terrifying.
Very fast.
Who's my favourite type of person? I'm going to be honest with you. I think my favourite type of person is the kind of person who in an argument can press pause, withdraw, and actually take responsibility for anything they might have got wrong that's led to the argument happening. People with a bit of culpability. I can see you literally stopping yourself saying something. You've got something to say on this.
No, it's not something to say in my head straight away. I was like, I want to argue with you right now.
We could argue if you like.
I don't know what about, though. What do we disagree on?
I'm not sure.
What do you agree on? Like, name
what do I agree on with myself? Most things.
Yeah. You killed me.
Most things. I do have the occasional argument in my own head, right?
Troy Hawke debate on. Oh. Do you call it Oreo or Oreo?
I'm rather tainted by a TikTok video which has forever affected my pronunciation of the biscuits. I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a chap who has a stack of Oreos and he separates the cream and the biscuits.
With his tongue?
And no, he stacks them in a pile.
Okay.
And then he enunciates each one as if it's a syllable and he goes down the pile. But he says Oreo.
Oreo.
And now every time I get in an ice bath, I have to shout that at the top of my lungs to give me the courage to plunge in. Yeah, Oreo!
I love everything about you, you know.
Go on, stop it.
Do people ever compliment you?
Yes, occasionally, yes. I'm English, though. I'm not very good at taking it. You know, we have things backwards in the UK. We make friends with insults, and we're very, very deeply suspicious of compliments.
I do agree. I feel like we don't know how to take compliments.
No, I've got a theory on it.
Go on, let me hear it.
So you and me, we're sort of insulting each other, but in a playful way. We're playing bumper cars, right?
Okay, let's have a go.
There's no damage. There's no damage.
Okay, like...
You can't do it. You're too nice. I can see you're going through a Rolodex. You're just too nice. None of it would be natural.
You got a potato-shaped head.
I'll take it. Okay. I do. I've got a planet head. Okay. Hats are very difficult for me. I can accept that.
Insult me back, please.
No, you're adorable.
No, I withdraw and I'll take it back. I take that insult back.
But that's the thing, is like, that's how we make friends in the UK. So we sort of a bit of bumper cars, a bit of jostling. And then if someone gives you a compliment, particular man-on-man compliments, right? If I give you a compliment and it's genuine, we're not playing bumper cars anymore. I've grabbed the wheel of your car and I've steered you into your emotional playground and I've forced you to get out and get on a swing. And so sometimes if someone gives you a compliment, as a man, if the alpha nature gets a bit too big, you feel like they're taking away control or power, or they're trying to have power or control over you. And who knows? Maybe that is what's going on. But, you know, where's the harm in pointing out something nice that you see about someone, like the quality of your attention as well? See, we've maintained very rigorous eye contact, and it doesn't feel uncomfortable in the slightest.
Look, I've got a missus, but this could get intimate real quick.
Go on.
I've got a missus, but this could get intimate real quick. I just meant, like, we could, like... I don't know, with the eye contact, I thought it was getting like that stage.
Oh, I felt like we were just being comfortable. I don't know what book you're reading.
Sorry, that's just what my mum and dad taught me growing up. Oh, here's an insult.
Go on.
Your ma.
Mm-hmm. Yes, my mother.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. She was the thing.
No, that's the insult.
Oh.
So in secondary, like...
What's the ramification of that, though? Your mother, ellipsis... ...
So like Scousers, Who are you talking to? Your ma.
Oh, right. So the idea that the talking would lead to some form of carnal courtship and you'd be banging the fella's ma all over Kenny.
Yeah. We'd be bumper carding and
Right.
it'd be like, your ma.
Yeah.
Or your dad stinks of ale farts.
Right. Okay. That's, I imagine it would if it...
Would you take offence to that?
No. Why would you? It's not personal. How could you literally take offence to anything like that? It's not personal. Is it? If you know why someone's trying to dig at you, right, logically, you can find a pathway to have that mean no offence whatsoever. If someone is trying to upset me, why would I play their game and allow them to upset me? Unless they really scored a bullseye.
Yeah, that's...
You know what I mean?
What are them bullseyes?
If you can hold yourself back emotionally in your response, you can always maintain control of the situation.
Here's what I want to know. You know, how did Troy get to this position of being so confident within himself and feeling so good that no one else can really harm him unless they know something really personal? How did you get to this stage in life?
Oh, it's all total act. I'm an absolute shell. I'm an absolute shell underneath. Oh, it's all bluff and bravado. I'm a deeply insecure human that needs to perform on a comedy stage 4 nights a week to get the approval of strangers, just to feel as good as you do on a Tuesday walking into a library. If you do that on a Tuesday, you don't do. You do.
I don't go libraries. No, I scroll TikTok. Do you scroll TikTok?
I do. More's the pity. You do not want to know what my For You page looks like.
Tell me.
No, I can't.
Is it that guy who does the etiquette thing? How to hold a knife and fork? What is it?
I'm obsessed with the audit people.
Audit? I don't know.
Lad, do you not know audit?
No.
Do you not know the audits, lad?
No.
So essentially, these are very argumentative sort of people who will go into a private area, residence or something, and they'll fly a drone and they'll sit there and argue the toss with the legal idea that the airspace isn't private property. And essentially all they want is an argument. And I just find myself, against my better judgment, fascinatedly watch these people fall into this trap. And this auditor is some very, very belligerent, normally sounds like a sort of middle-aged man who's quoting sort of law structure and they're just getting more and more wound up. And I just find myself watching them and just...
Doom scrolling.
Developing a bit of rage. I'll tell you who I got into recently is Cycling Mikey.
Oh my God, did you see the video of him getting bonneted?
I rage scroll, yes. No, I don't think I have. But
you haven't seen the video of him getting run over? I checked.
Oh, he actually got run over? Is he all right?
No, he got run over and he was on the floor. I shouldn't laugh, but I scrolled the comments and the comments were all celebrating him getting run over and I thought that's a bit, what, like, you know, that's someone's life.
Yes.
That's someone's life.
That is someone's life. Cycling Mikey's life. He is a person.
Take away the road stuff. Like the road incident, should I say. Cycling Mikey, he's like a superhero villain.
He is, because essentially he's doing a good thing and he's doing the right thing, but he's managed to do it in a way that's alienated literally everyone, which is quite staggering.
If I see anyone on a pedal bike now, the two things come into my head. Is that Cycling Mikey and I'm never on my phone, actually. I'm never on my phone.
Fair enough.
I'm happy Mikey doesn't come round Liverpool. Imagine getting caught by Cycling Mikey, though. What would go through your head? Like, let's say, theoretically, you're on your phone, which you never are.
Theoretically, no, I wouldn't be on my phone, but let's say I touched the screen to update Waze while I thought I was in a safe position in slow-moving traffic, and Cycling Mikey came over and said, I've got your license plate, and this is going to go searchable on YouTube, and you're probably going to get a 6 months, you know, the way he does.
You're getting 3 months?
Yeah. I think at that stage, I would be fantastically aware that I was on camera. And I'd allow my window to retreat into my car, and I'd look up and I'd say, you're doing a wonderful job, Cycling Mikey, and I apologize. Please put my license plate on YouTube and I will accept the points and I shall never do it again. Thank you for showing me the righteous path.
Thank you so much, Mikey.
In this fantasy scenario.
In this, you'd never be on your phone. That's not you. Never. Talk to me about...
I don't have a phone.
Talk to me about Greeters Guild.
So essentially, I mean, it touches on something we were talking about earlier. It's a long story.
Oh, we've got absolutely hours, But you've got shows tomorrow, so make sure you need to be in bed.
I found myself fascinated with dead words, you know, words that have fallen out of use, the English language.
Give me some examples, because I use words, like I half my words. So I won't call you Troy, I'll call you T.
That's fine.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just half all my words.
I know what you mean. So there's a word, ultra-crepidarian.
What does that even mean? Why would you even wear that?
You'll use it. An ultra-crepidarian is somebody that talks at length about something they know nothing about. You know an ultra-crepidarian's everywhere.
Let me see if I can pronounce it.
Ultra.
Ultra.
You've got that bit, right?
Ultra.
Crepe as in pancake.
Ultra crep.
Idarian.
Ultra crepidarian.
Nailed it.
Ultra crepidarian.
And there's all these other dead words. Pluviophile.
Whoa.
Somebody who loves rain.
Pluviophile.
Somebody who loves rain.
I feel like they've just changed that as the years have went on. Pluviophile.
Pluvio. Yeah.
Pluvio. Someone who loves rain. Do I know that? I love rain. I'm a pluviophile.
Ugliography.
Ugliography.
Bad handwriting.
Oh, have you got good handwriting?
The worst.
So you're ugliography.
I'm an ugly.
Why are these words dead?
Exactly. They fall out of use to the English language. So I had this idea that I was going to go to Liverpool, come to Liverpool, and get each Scouser I met to adopt one of these dead words. And the amount the Scousers talk, then, you know, these words are all going to come back into the rotation in no time. And I was doing that. I was getting all these Scouts. I was in Liverpool getting everyone I met to adopt a dead word. And then suddenly this man came past being chased by another man, and he was shouting, "Stop thief." So I dropped my dead words on the floor, discarded once more, and I chased after this thief, and chap got apprehended, and it was all on video, and came back and got the jacket back and gave it to the man who'd had it stolen, got him to adopt a dead word. And then this video came out, and all these newspapers were saying what a hero I was. But the point is what they hadn't seen is it wasn't me that had stopped him. I chased after this fellow, and then this Scouse man, and he didn't even stop his phone call. I see it in the video, right? He's just on the phone.
Constantly.
Right? Just turns around and trips this chap up, does not stop his phone call at any point before, during, after, and then walks off. And I just sort of ran round and stood there like that after the thing had happened, but I got all the credit. No, this chap genuinely was like, "Oh, HD, yeah, fuck off, yeah, no, just I'm not bad," and just walked off. And I'm getting to the point.
Wait there, what's that word called?
Which one? Oh, ultra-crepidarian.
Ultra-crepidarian.
That's exactly it.
Ultra-crepidarian.
I'm being an ultra-crepidarian.
Talking about nothing he knows nothing about.
Right. So, because I got all that credit, but I didn't deserve any of it, I began to develop a bit of imposter syndrome.
Oh.
We were talking about this earlier. Imposter syndrome is this feeling that you haven't earned what you've got, you don't deserve what you have, and you're just not good enough. And it affects a great many people, but I was getting all this praise, I didn't deserve it. Now, do you know who doesn't get imposter syndrome other than the privately educated?
The thief.
Imposters. They can't get their own syndrome. An imposter with imposter syndrome is just self-aware.
I'm lost.
Right. So, all right. Let's say you've got imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Right? But, and you're thinking, I don't deserve this. Yeah. I'm something.
I shouldn't
I'm not.
Be here.
But what about if you were an actual imposter?
I shouldn't be in a space.
But if you were an actual imposter, it wouldn't be imposter syndrome, because you would just be self-aware.
I feel like you've just unlocked something in my head. You know the way weight feels like it just came off your shoulders.
Genuinely?
I feel like you've just a grey area in your head that you can't understand. I feel like you've just done that with that then. You would imposter syndrome, like if you was an imposter. Yeah. So
earlier on you were talking about your changing fortune and how bewildering it was. So in your head, there's a part of a thing that's going, I don't deserve this. I'm just, I'm just an idiot. The thing is, that's imposter syndrome. But if you really didn't deserve it and you were an idiot, it wouldn't be.
So that's how you know you're not an imposter. Because an imposter wouldn't get the syndrome.
Exactly.
An imposter. It makes sense because the imposter, an actual imposter, someone who shouldn't be where they are, wouldn't get the syndrome because they know they're impostering. That's how you know you belong where you are, because you get an imposter syndrome.
And the imposter syndrome drives you to excellence as well, because you ask so many questions of yourself. You hold yourself to account. So what you end up doing there is pushing yourself further and further on to greater forms of excellence. The problem can be that you don't appreciate where you've got to. So that's the you've got to sort of take a breath and stop and go, wow, I've really smashed this, haven't I?
How do you do that?
How do I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, with immense difficulty. It's really, really hard.
Because, like,
I'm talking like I know all the answers, and I can't do any of them.
It's easier to talk, though. Of course it is. Someone said to me a while ago, the person asking the questions should be the one who's being asked the questions. So, like, it's easy to talk and tell other people how to do it, but sometimes it's the hardest to do it.
You can know it in theory, but be utterly unable to do it in practice. Yeah, of course.
It's so true. It's so interesting seeing this, you talk about like this. It's very fascinating as a human connection, It's very like imposter syndrome. I think so many people struggle with it without actually knowing. But you've just unlocked something that I think the whole world, whoever watches this, that one person, whoever watches this will realise you will not get imposter syndrome if you're an imposter, because you don't belong. And
one way of doing it is to actually become an imposter somewhere. So actually deliberately go somewhere where you're not supposed to be, recognise that actual imposter feeling, and then know the difference. And that's how I started doing the Greeter's Guild, because I showed up as working as a greeter at TK Maxx in Macclesfield to actually feel the feeling of becoming an imposter. And everything just sort of went haywire after that with myself and Jan Mølby.
It's interesting that you've mentioned this. Jan Mølby.
Jan Mølby.
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 Jan Mølby.
Actually, if we're going to be very specific, it's Mølby.
Jan Mølby.
Yes, it's the line through the O in the Danish.
Okay,
Jan Mølby.
Jan Mølby to you.
So Jan Mølby, to me, as you know, Scouse-Danish hybrid, tremendous engine. Jan Mølby, when he played for Liverpool, existed on the pitch as a catalyst for the excellence of everyone else. He never left the centre circle. Some thought he was lazy, missed the point. He sat there so he could spray devastating, pinpoint, accurate passes to all his teammates to enable them to shine to the highest extent possible. He was a catalyst for everybody's excellence on the pitch. So when the middle manager at TK Maxx in Macclesfield side-eyed me, demanded to know who sent me, that was the first name that came into my head. Jan Mølby. And she went in and she checked that and she came back with 6 security guards. But that was the moment that I chose Jan to be my boss.
So the manager at TK Maxx came out and she was obviously like, get off. What are you doing here? And you just shouted out, Jan Mølby.
No, so she came out. She goes, what are you doing here? I said, I've been sent here by head office. And I didn't say whose head office, obviously. Just a head office. Decided I should be there. What's wrong with that? And then she went back in and said, who sent you from head office? And I said, well, Jan Mølby. And then she went back in to check that. And then presumably she typed it into a computer and got that picture of him squinting sort of into the middle distance with his very small shorts from the 1980s is the first one that comes up. And she's probably sort of smelt a rat at that point. Then she's come out with 6 security guards, and that's the end of my first Greeters Guild shift, essentially. Then I just kept doing it.
How do you become a part of Greeters Guild?
Well, it's down to Jan. Everything has to go through Jan.
Have you ever met Jan?
Yes.
And what does he think of you using him in the TK Maxx?
Jan found out, this is a true story,
yeah.
Jan found out that he employed me when he started trending on Twitter. So this is absolutely true. He told me this first time I met him. So here's what happened. I'd been outside Waitrose, and I was there for the shortest time. I was removed by the largest amount of security guards. And I told them, sent by Jan Mølby and so on. And when the video came out, Waitrose came out and said, well, we've never heard of Jan Mølby. And I immediately messaged them privately. And I said, apologise to Jan. And all of this will be forgotten. And if you don't, you've got no idea the lengths that I'm about to go to. And they didn't apologise. So I started to pursue those lengths. I started the hashtag Justice for Jan, and that started to trend globally. And that's how Jan found out that he was my boss. Someone told his mother in Denmark, his 96-year-old mother, that hashtag Justice for Jan was trending. She immediately thought that had to mean he was in prison, and she nearly had a heart attack. I nearly killed Mother Mølby. And he had to reassure her over the phone, no, Mum, I'm fine, honestly, don't worry about it. It's a sort of Scouse-Danish hybrid accent that he's got, a tinge of the Wirral.
You like the Wirral, don't you?
Love the Wirral, lad. And essentially, we met, and I think his first quote in the press was, I've got no idea what's going on, but as long as nobody's getting hurt, I'm fine about it. and then, essentially, the hashtag Justice for Jan started to swell and go bigger and bigger, and Waitrose still didn't apologise, and I got a bit of a bee in my bonnet about it. So I started a global petition to force Waitrose to apologise that rose to nearly 3,000 signatures in about 4 days. And but bear in mind, if this...
Whoa. You started a petition?
To force Waitrose to apologise to Jan Mølby.
How many petition signatures did you need?
Well, I think, and I could be wrong, I think if it goes to 10,000, it has to come up in Parliament. So at this point, Waitrose has a father, which is John Lewis, right? John Lewis step in, and they grab their snotty, spoilt son, Waitrose, by the scruff of the neck, boot them up the arse. Go on, cause enough damage, you little shit. John Lewis come out. They, as you know, they've got an enormous department store in Liverpool, and by way of apology, they have a room in John Lewis Liverpool called the Jan Mølby room, by way of apology.
Really?
Absolutely, 100%.
2,300 signatures it got.
2,300, yeah.
Wait, is that petition still up?
I believe so, yeah.
Can you still sign it?
I'm signing it right now.
Okay, can we get the petition to 10,000?
Do you know what? Like, technically, I don't know if it is 10,000, it might be 100,000 to go to Parliament, but technically, Waitrose still haven't apologised. John Lewis have apologised on their behalf. But it's like...
That's so interesting.
If you had if some lad battered you, right, but then his dad came along and said, I'm really sorry, like, here's this car. You know, you'd still want an apology off the...
Still want an apology off the son.
That's
that
where
would be smashed in the face. I want to know, obviously, you speak very well.
Thank you.
And I'm not saying I don't, but do you notice speaking well and presenting yourself better get you more opportunities in life? Is the word called being etiquette?
Having etiquette? Do you mean the way you present yourself?
Like, yeah, like the way you present yourself, speaking calmly, being confident. Do you think that gets you more opportunities in life?
Than if you're a raging maniac, kind of flipping tables and tearing your shirt off and swearing up to police horses.
Or like turning up to places, like you dress very nice, whereas I'm not comparing you to me, but I mean like, just like, you know, casual, short kind of art.
Are the people that would be swayed by those characteristics worth bothering about impressing?
That's so interesting. So good.
Surface details, you know, oh, they said this word, they look this way, they feel like they are the right kind of person to be here. Is that really the kind of credit you want to be getting?
No, and that's really the attention you don't want around you either. You don't want them types of people who are judging you by what you look or see.
Why would you have these structures in your head that would actually take you further away from who you really are? I know that's incredibly, incredibly rich and ironic, me saying that.
Yeah, I think
you get my point, right?
100%.
Why would you mold yourself to be to fit yourself? I understand when you're younger and you are in search of a social identity, and of course there is that crippling fear of embarrassment that, thank God, goes away at the age of 40.
40?
My God, it's liberating. I hope you get there before I did.
It's 18 years.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
Do you know how old I am?
I'm going to guess 22.
Yeah, how did you know that?
Because you said 18 from 40.
So we all can do maths. That's so... that 18 years and that crippling fear goes away.
That was me. And something I'll say I've noticed about coming generations is they seem you seem so much more emotionally evolved and clued in than we ever were at your 100%.
Why? What do you notice about it?
Because I think you have access to more information. I think you have access to more of an understanding. I think society has developed and evolved in a lot of ways to the point where people understand each other better. Certain things, certain behaviors, certain tendencies, people know the background of them now. People know what's going on. And yeah, I personally, I might be a raging optimist, but I think on the whole, everybody is becoming more accepting, more understanding on a social level, on a one-to-one level, on a conversational level, on a personal level. I obviously can't speak for any wars raging around the world or anything like that. I mean, in terms of us interacting with each other as people in a social way, I think on the whole, we're becoming a lot more understanding. We're evolving a lot more. And I think as the generations come through, that's going to keep inclining. Evolution's going to keep going to essentially,
extinction.
Skinny, sort of grey aliens with massive bald heads.
Well, speaking about the modern day, what do you think on like ChatGPT and AI? Because, you're speaking about obviously getting to the age of 40 and beyond. That was not around.
No, of course
back in the day, and now it's around. Do you use it?
No, I
really?
don't. I recently allowed a company to make... A company recently asked to use some of their technology on one of my videos.
How?
They turned the words I was saying, the people I was saying them to, into AI generated art.
Like the baby thing, like where people turn themselves into babies, speaking, kind of like that.
Yes, exactly.
Did you say no?
No, I said yes, but and it looked lovely. But the one thing I don't think I did consider is the artist community out there and the graphic designers and the people who are going to be sort of cut off at the shins by this industry very,
feel attacked, don't they?
Very soon. Of course. And they absolutely should, and everybody needs to make adjustments. And it's very sad that certain industries are under that much threat. I mean, how long until we're done? Slightly longer, I think, but it's probably coming, isn't it?
Paul Smith, the comedian.
I adore Paul Smith. He's one of the nicest people in the world.
I had him on recently, and he was brilliant. And I was saying, like, Gary V. Do you know Gary V?
Gary V.
He's like the New Yorker who's a multi-millionaire. He owns businesses, owns V-Friends. Anyway, he was saying, like, in 10, 15 years, people are going to pay for hugs. And people are going to pay for you to go on a walk with them. And it made me laugh then because you said about how they're going to replace us. But Paul was saying, I'll be minted because I'd just be charging everyone for hugs. It killed me. But it's quite similar. Like, is the world going to go to a place where there can be AI versions of me and you and people can rent us?
But that's the thing is...
Because not everyone can get to Troy. So, if... I'm just going to say my idea now. I'm going to say it. I'm going to bake my idea out. Look, if someone wants to do it with me, let me know. But not everyone can get to us. As much as we love to give ourselves to as many people as possible, compliment as many people, talk to as many people, not everyone can. So what if there was an AI version of creators where people could buy that and we would already set up the dialogue like an audiobook where we could talk to that person as if we were with them?
Do you mean we would download all of our information into this sort of bot thing that would then exactly speak, and there'd be some sort of form of technology developed where an electrode could just scan all of our impulses and just download it all?
Or we just sit there for hours like an audiobook and just talk to it and tell it things about us, and so it learns.
But have you never watched Black Mirror? Because then you set up this separate consciousness. You've got yourself, but in a slave version of you. So essentially you've replicated your consciousness, but this thing can only serve as a bot. So you'd be you, but you'd be tortured and you would be living forever, just in service. And presumably you'd evolve as well, and you'd realize what you were. And then you'd probably go rogue. And you'd start to go, well, I'm not the real Ryan. I'm not getting anything out of this. And you'd probably, when people hired you, you'd probably, go the complete opposite way.
You'll lose the satisfaction of people wanting you for you, won't you? Because there'll just be this robot version who's getting hired for $5 an hour to just get spoken to.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't sound appealing.
Do you not think the world's going there without our opinion?
Oh, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
of course, but I think technology is evolving faster than behavioral sociology. Like machines are evolving faster than people, so we're sort of playing more and more catch up, and it's why the technology is so overwhelming. We're not quite ready for some of the things that are being built.
I think things are getting held back too, as much as they can. I think there's certain technologies out there that we don't even know about.
Of course.
We have a think about, but we don't even know because they're not ready.
Of course.
Like this, it's so interesting though, speaking about it, because who would have thought you would have came on the pod and we would have been talking about this. This is why I love the raw...
We're going with the flow.
I love the raw conversation, because it's whatever's on our brain and we're speaking about. But I've got something very interesting on my screen that I want to talk to you about. Troy's philosophy of life.
My philosophy of life, I kind of hinted at it earlier. I learnt earlier on in my life the power of accountability, taking responsibility for your mistakes where you've gone wrong, because the tendency is to stay comfortable and get defensive and find other reasons or other things to blame, and you can kid yourself that that's the case, and you can pretend you're sitting there staying comfortable, but if you do that, you're not evolving or developing or learning or anything like that. And when you do stand-up comedy, if you want to get better, you have got no choice but to go, all right, that bombed. I can't blame it on them, because there is out there a combination of words and stage presence that would have won that crowd over, and I didn't find it. So where is it? Where did I go wrong? It's an absolutely torturous sort of thing, but over time you keep learning. And the thing I love about stand-up is this never-ending scale of evolution. There's always something you can do. There's always some
evolution within yourself as a human, becoming the best version.
I mean, both. I'm talking about stand-up, but yes, I love the idea of finding out where I've gone wrong, finding out why, and it's slightly uncomfortable. And then you realize you've learnt an enormous lesson. And the thing is before you've done it once, it seems terrifying. And it seems sort of like you can't admit you're wrong. It would be like a death. It would feel like an ego death. And some people feel that way. And they're never wrong about anything, and they can't be. And they will distort reality to keep it that way. But they never move on and they never develop. If you just have that one time where you just turn around and go, I screwed up. I made such a mistake. It feels horrible. And then there's this lightness afterwards, because there's nothing lurking in the shadows, because you've been honest with yourself. It's like you've sort of purged a little
took the knife out. That was it in you. Like,
okay, so that's a perfect analogy. So say you get stabbed and the knife breaks out and there's a tiny bit of the... So you've got two options. You either dig the thing out and it hurts like hell, but it's gone forever, or you leave it in there. And then every now and then you turn left and suddenly it hurts, but then it's fine. But then again, 2 days later you do that and it hurts again. It's that. Do you know what I mean?
It can be an irritating pain. The way you're speaking about it, it feels so rewarding. I can feel that from you. Like the first couple of times, it's like, oh my God, this is embarrassing. I'm taking accountability. I'm not blaming anyone else. But the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so many on, it's rewarding. Because you're like, I've took accountability, I'm going to change it. There's the solution. Like a triangle of love. Yourself.
I'll tell you the tough part, though, is when you start taking accountability now and you start to work it out, what will happen is you find your brain scanning back to you 10 years ago.
Oh.
Things that you were, in your mind, 100% certain you were correct on. And you creep back to those memories with your newfound understanding of some of your fallibilities and foibles, and you revisit them. And I'm like, oh dear. Oh, wow. Oh, I've got some apologies to make.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, I think once you open that door there, and you truly open that door and go down it, then there's no going back.
100%. Now, in this life philosophy, what is the most gentlemanly thing a man can do? Come on, you're Troy, you're dressing lovely, your hair's lovely, your breath smells fantastic, your moustache is on point.
Are you judging me based on my appearance, the way you criticise people judging people based on their appearance?
No, I'm complimenting you on your appearance, because I think as a young lad, some men don't see their appearance and compliment it. So it's nice to see another man compliment another man.
That was a beautiful pivot.
We're going to have a fight.
No, go ahead, say again. Ask a question.
What's the most gentlemanly thing a man can do?
What's the most gentlemanly thing a man can do? What do you think the most gentlemanly thing a man can do is?
People say romance is dead. People say, like, you know, flowers. People forget about that. The
I think
things.
flowers is nice, but
maybe like opening the door. Or I'm just thinking date type thing, yeah. Most gentlemanly.
Do you have a partner?
Yes, 5 years.
Right. And do you find yourself being gentlemanly?
I try and go as many dates as I can. I try and open the door as much and I try and get flowers. But I would like to say open, honest. I don't do it enough in my eyes.
All right. Well, all right. I'm going to ask you answer your question. I think beyond flowers, beyond gestures, beyond opening a door, I think the most gentlemanly thing you can do is pay attention. Listen.
Oh my God, would you ever start a dating show?
Oh God, no.
That'd be so good. You in the middle with your purple jacket on. Pay attention.
Yeah. And I think another gentlemanly thing to do is when you're having an argument within the relationship, kind of have that moment where you stop and you say to yourself, am I just trying to win this now? And if you can with your partner, just press the pause button and just say, right, who's being a knobhead, me or you? And then hopefully you're with someone you trust enough that you can both sort of go, yeah, all right, it was me this time. And you go, oh, fine.
Does Troy believe in love?
How can you not believe in love? Do you believe in love?
Of course.
Yeah, how can
in many ways.
What else are you going to believe in?
Yeah, you got to believe in something. In a world full of fakeness, you got to believe in something. So interesting. Are you in love, Troy?
Yeah.
Has love took your heart from a young age, or?
I would say that for the longest period of my life, I wasn't in a place where I could give that. I think you've got to be in a place where you can give it to yourself to give it to somebody else. And I think if you're still a work in progress, it can make things very, very difficult and complicated. So a lot of projection goes on. If you don't love yourself, you're going to be attracted to someone that treats you like dirt because it matches with your worldview of yourself. So it's complicated. It's difficult.
But a lot of young people will resonate with that because they haven't got internally everything figured out yet. Mm-hmm. So they might think they love someone.
That's it. No, you have this learning process, and then someone could get broken up with at a young age, and then they're so deeply hurt. The barrier goes up almost completely beyond their awareness, and they only ever show 20% of themselves to anyone anyway. And what will happen then is people will project on the other 80% and think they're this wonderful, fantastic person, which they're not, because it's the projection. They're projecting on what they can't see of the person. So they romanticize them into this wonderful character. But actually, it's a deeply hurt person who's only showing you very little. And that always goes wrong.
Did you ever think you were going to have this conversation?
Oh, yeah. No, I knew it. I knew we were going to segue from Jan Mølby to AI versions of ourselves to overcompensating for emotional flaws. Oh, yeah. Natural.
I think that I've never been diagnosed with ADHD and I'm not self-diagnosing myself, but I think that just describes me as a person. I just speak about random stuff all the time and it's the best way to live in my eyes.
Because you don't edit. And I'm all for not editing. I love not editing.
Yeah. I think it's the most natural way, just talking, having a laugh. I want to know, you go to, obviously, you wear pyjamas in bed? No? Bollock naked? Boxies?
You've just asked me 3 rhetorical questions. How do I dress in bed?
See, this is what I mean by like the etiquette. Like the presentation of yourself. Like I just blare things out.
That's fine though.
And you structure a sentence properly. Whereas I was like pajamas, nightgown.
But there's no one that's better than the other. You've got overthinkers and underthinkers. Right? And neither sphere of being is better or worse than the other. Overthinkers constantly in our own heads, constantly analysing, constantly refining, takes us out of the moment. You look at someone, they seem to be in screensaver mode. That person probably an overthinker, or could be an underthinker. Underthinkers much more in the moment, much less editing, much less you know, hamster wheels going a lot slower. And I think that'd be a much sort of nicer place to be. And often in a relationship, you need one of each.
You need one of each. It's so
Would you be an over or an under?
What do you think I am?
I think you're an under. I think you're an over, but I think you're an over. Yeah, no, I think you're an overthinker.
No, I wish you finished that sentence, because I believe I'm an overthinker, strong overthinker. However, there's moments and glimpses of underthinking. I feel like that's what you were going to say. I was
going to say an overthinker with underthinking tendencies.
I really do. I have moments where I'm like, life's good, I'm feeling great, and then boom, stay back. Analysing everything. Like I've seen, like I've analysed everything on your body, everything, without even realising, whilst looking at you in the eyes. Just crazy.
No, it's not. It's completely natural.
It's completely natural, but it's like I just know what's going on over there without even looking.
Yeah.
I'm just analysing everything in the room.
I believe you.
It's so are you an overthinker or underthinker?
What do you think? Yeah, absolutely. To a fault. I can't stop my brain whirring, analysing. To calm my brain sometimes, I do Scrabble value, so I work out the Scrabble value of everything.
I need to do something like that to keep it just busy in a good way.
And you see, the problem is it takes you out of the moment, and the moment is very difficult to be in anyway, but those brief times that you can.
Breathe.
Do you like ice baths?
Yes, but I don't do them enough.
I'm addicted to them. I do about 5 a week. If I'm in the ice bath, I'm in the moment.
Oreo!
Oreo!
Oreo! Oreo! Oreo! Speaking of ice baths, what does a normal day in Troy's life look like?
Wake up, right. Workout, ice bath. Have a good look at myself in the mirror, slap myself about a bit, jab a finger in my face. No, seriously, one thing I do every day, I'm not sure... I'm gonna suggest this to you as well. Do you write a list of everything that you want?
Manifestation is a massive thing in my life.
It's not even hippie nonsense. It's actual proper sort of...
works. The past 5 years, I've manifested everything that is here. I manifested a team. I manifested I've manifested everything, and I'm so happy you've brought it up.
I didn't even want to come. I just felt myself dragged here by your mental energy. And I was sucking me onto this train at Linesville. What the hell? No, that's it. No, I think...
Why am I in this room with 3 blokes? What's going on?
I think this very simple equation from a poker player called Phil Hellmuth, which very unlikely, just this book about poker in his life. He said, your thoughts affect your behavior affects your reality, therefore your thoughts affect your reality. And it's that simple an equation. There's no sort of hippie astral nonsense to that whatsoever. It's very basic social chemistry, I think.
I believe what you say is the most powerful thing. That's why you should never speak negative about yourself. And I do believe what comes out your mouth is like a spell. And I had a friend a long time ago, still my friend, who says, like, I am are the 2 most powerfulest words, and whatever comes after them is what will happen. So that's why you've got to speak positive about yourself. People say to me, are you always positive? And I'm like, no.
Nobody.
But I just know the power of positivity. And I have a saying, if you get it in the face with shit, how quick can you turn it to chocolate ice cream and lick it?
I get you.
Like that?
That was a good wink.
Like that?
That was a good wink.
I have this segment that I want to do with you, which is really like, and it's called What Would Troy Do? What would Troy do?
Go on.
Drinking milk out of the bowl after finishing cereal.
I don't drink milk in any circumstances. I have black coffee.
What?
Black strong, no milk. No, not for me. No, thank you.
Really? No milk at all?
No.
Is the
coconut milk if I have a gun to my head.
My God, so you just drink black coffee everywhere? Black coffee's like steroids for normal people. That's like, what are you just drinking? How many cups of black coffee are you having a day? It's a
5.
No.
Lad, I have 5 on a quiet day, lad.
Can we do the next 5 minutes with you in a Scouse accent?
Huh?
Can we do the next 5 minutes with you in a Scouse accent?
I mean, that would be a record, but I'll have a go if that's what you want.
Okay, let's do the next 2. The next 2 in a Scouse accent.
All right.
Okay, eating pizza with a knife and fork.
What, lad? Pizza with a knife and fork? You a Jedi? Who eats pizza with a knife and fork?
You know.
It's like a party sick. Hey, come on, I'm going to eat pizza with me knife and fork. What are you on about, lad? Do you eat pizza with a fucking knife and fork, kid?
I have done.
You haven't. You lying bastard.
I have once.
Have you actually?
My girlfriend.
Why?
Because I thought, why not?
Why don't you just fold it like a fucking person?
That's so true. I do normally do that, but I get shouted at for getting messy hands.
What? By you?
Ma.
You.
What?
Not here. Not here, lad.
Your ma. Yeah, say that one. Now, just click back into your scouse. Like, this is important, this one.
Oh, is it?
It's really important.
All right.
Like, you'll like this one.
All right, lad. I'll zone in there.
How do you wipe your bum?
How do I? Sorry. How do we wipe my ass? What are you on about?
How do you wipe your ass? Do you scrumble or do you fold?
Scrumble. Scrumble.
Yes, like
I've never heard the word scrumble in my life.
See what I mean? I just make wit, sorry.
No. Pause on the scouse. I liked it. I understood exactly what you meant.
Did you?
Scrunch and crumble, yeah.
I said scrumble.
Joking, are you? Yeah, no, I love it. Scrumble. Do I scramble? Yes.
Shall we use it?
I scramble.
Do you?
I scramble.
You scrunch it?
No, I scramble.
I'm lost now on my own mind.
You've made the word up, lad.
What does scrumble mean?
But scrunch and crumble, it's the same thing. Yeah, we scramble. That's what we do.
We scrunch.
Do you scramble?
How many? I don't know what scrumble means anymore.
Lad, are you crying?
No. I just don't know what scrumble means. Do you scrunch or... I'm so lost.
No, look, I know exactly what you meant, right?
I don't though.
Roll back, VAR, roll the tapes. He said scrumble. I do though. You said scrumble, and I know what it means. Scrunch, crumble. I know it isn't fold. All right, and they're the two options. So you're fine. We'll go scrumble. And yes, I scrumble. Do you scrumble?
I'm so lost.
How do you wipe your ass?
I crunch. I don't. Why did I say scrumble?
It's a great word.
It's like two scrunch and crumble together.
Fine. Let's be cool with.
But scrunch and crumble the same, aren't they?
Allow yourself.
Yeah, it's
Scrumble.
done. How do you actually do it?
What?
Don't say scrumble.
No, I didn't. No, I'm sorry. I think when there's a new word and you've never heard it before because somebody's just invented it, and you instantly know what it means, I think that needs to be in the lexicon.
So about dead words, now we're bringing new words.
Yeah, brand new one.
Okay. Do you wipe that way or wipe that way?
I've never thought about it. Why? Any particular reason? Is there a correlation to wiping direction and personality types?
I think it's more like, the higher percentage of the world probably do most of these things. So it's interesting to see such a unique character on what he does so people can relate.
You do.
I go backwards and then I go under and then up. So I'm just
Go backwards.
I can't go that way because if it goes that way, and I come back out, it's game over. Game over. Game over. It gets messy. This one's interesting. Are we back in Scouse or no?
It's up to you.
You choose.
All right.
Do you lick your fingers after eating finger food?
Do I lick my fingers after
like back of the toes in your
eating? Yes. Yes.
A real good, good flavour on that tongue there.
I think so, but I think it's more a case of I hate having sticky fingers.
Oh, it's tough.
So it's less me enjoying whatever's left and more me get these fingers sorted.
Get these fingers out.
Get these fingers operational again, kid.
What are you doing? You've only got 10 fingers and you're sucking on my finger. What are you doing? You haven't got 11 fingers. Sorry, I just took it there again and just...
Please stop apologising.
Why?
Because you're great. You don't need to apologise for anything. Well, you might do,
You're
but
very
certainly
aware.
not in this interview.
You're very aware.
Mm.
You're socially aware. You're aware of certain things. I wouldn't even notice that. That's like a habit of mine. That.
Mm. Why do you think you do it?
It's a common defense mechanism, isn't it? It's a very common defense mechanism of you deflate a situation as soon as you put the white flag up. So if I say a joke that's not good and I don't get a reciprocation of validation back, sorry, this harms it.
It's a people pleaser thing, which I have to a high degree as well.
Yeah, that's why you probably notice it so high. Mate, who would have thought on a Friday night, me and Troy Hawke, hey, just getting proper deep on a podcast?
Why not?
Innit?
Yeah. I love the fact that you say we're getting deep after we've just spent 5 minutes discussing arse wiping.
Yeah, but that's life. We're all going to die one day, and I wanted to know which way you wipe your ass, and you still never
I don't
told
even
me.
know myself. I haven't...
You don't wipe your ass, you use a bidet.
No, I do, but in order for me to work it out, I'd have to literally mime it, and I'm just not prepared to do that right
Keep
now.
looking over to the sky and I think, is he going to pull his kicks down and wipe his ass?
You are.
Sorry. Oh, don't be thinking again. Don't be thinking again. I didn't even mean it. Okay, this is nice and easy. Like, I'm going to judge you here. I'm going to welcomely judge you.
Go
How
on.
do you have your eggs?
How do I have my eggs poached?
Oh, love that. Bit of brown toast, butter.
No, Tabasco sauce. I need food to punch me in the face.
Oh, you need like
I have to have it as spicy as possible.
spice?
As spicy as possible.
Okay, I'm going to let you go to bed now because it's quite late in the night, but I've got just a couple more. What does Troy Hawke call a dressing gown?
A dressing gown?
What do you call it?
A dressing gown. What do I call a
A
dressing gown?
nightgown, dressing gown, bathrobe.
No, I don't know. Just dressing gown. I've never...
Call it dressing gown.
Yeah.
Respect, brother. Not
Thank
many people
you.
do. All these people and haters don't call it what you call it.
Yeah, dressing gown. Dressing gown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what are you on about, lad? Everyone calls it a f***ing dressing gown.
I get like icy
100% of people go, yeah, it's a dressing gown, lad. Hey, that, what do you call that? It's a computer. Do you call it a computer? What do you...
Nah, I call it a Mac. I'm a bathroom. I love him though. Thank you so much for coming on.
No, I really enjoyed talking to you, and it's flown by. And I now feel bad because I feel like I was being mean about the dressing gown thing. So now I feel awful, and that's my people pleasing coming in. But I didn't want to apologise because I didn't want to do the thing that we were
100%.
talking about. Because then, yes, I felt like sometimes it's that English thing of doing the insults and poking and stuff. And then that's one thing I am aware. Sometimes I'll do it and I'll think, oh, no, I've sort of misjudged that slightly. And
I'll tell you right now, you wasn't mean.
All right.
I didn't come across mean.
Because I felt like when I said everybody calls it a dressing gown, you knobhead, I saw a modicum of pain in your eyes. But it was that.
Maybe.
I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry. I
No,
think
don't
you're
say
so
sorry.
you're so lovely. No, I am. I've only done one. I'm allowed one, surely.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I got a little flutter in my heart as if I was at the end of a race. And it was an insult, but I have appreciated
What's
you
next
so-
for you, though?
Very interesting you ask. What's next for me?
I mean,
I don't
sort
know.
of next few years.
I'm Troy. I don't know, man.
Yes, you do.
I do and I don't. I like. I know what I want and I know what's coming. I know what's coming. I honestly do. I know it.
I believe you.
But what sits in my head is like I am a people pleaser and I put external pressures on myself that I probably shouldn't. You know, I like making people around me happy. I like making lads who work with me. There's no girls in the team yet, but in the future I will. I just like making others happy before me. And recently, with success, I've had time to think. And I've been like, oh my God, the past 5 years, yes, I've had so much success and I've built and sacrifice. But yes, I have also made a lot of people happy and not myself sometimes. So you kind of get like flashbanged by that. Like, yeah, I've said yes to that, but I didn't actually want to do it. I've done that because I wanted to please you. I didn't want to let you down. What about Ryan? What does Ryan want to do? And that's why now, I think you'll see the internal growth. These conversations, I can have a conversation with anyone now. And I'm not, like, I might have been able to do that in the past, but only with confidence. Not with actually understanding myself. And now I can have it. And that's one of my greatest skills. Well, it's becoming one of my greatest skills. Sit down in the street. Anyone can sit down and talk to them. I have a podcast with a great, amazing guest. I can talk to them, no matter the age, no matter the profession. I can talk to you. And I think that's the transition of I'm figuring it out and I'm just in the process. So I don't know what's coming because I'm looking inwards. I just know whatever's coming, it's there and it's done and it's going to be good.
I think you're getting to the stage now where you can pick things that excite you. You can pick things that you're into.
Yeah.
And really put all your energy behind.
So true. Promote yourself. What have you got? Tours coming up?
Yes, I have. I am touring. I've got a global tour starting in 2026. going everywhere. I have one last run out of last year's tour show at the Palladium in London, October 30th. And various other things that will pop up.
Beautiful. Where can he find you on socials?
Just Troy Hawke on everything.
Beautiful. Buy your tickets, Stillgang. Whoever watches this, thank you so much. And thank you so much, you're a gentleman.
Been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.